let's talk now about the last Olympia. We all were there and we saw you there, and you did a great job. You made a show, starting with the press conference and until the semifinals. But after that, it seemed like somebody knocked you out and told you, hey, stop this, don't do the show anymore. What happened there? Can you tell us the truth?
I'm not quite sure if that is what happened or if that is how someone might have seen the information. You know, I think people see things on stage and they are always allowed to interpret it, you know, in their own way that they will. You know, I will also say that, you know, in a situation like that, there is so much going on in the life and the minds of the athletes and the men on that stage or in that experience that it's really very difficult to be a person in the audience or even a person backstage watching to really know with certainty what's going on in the heart and minds of the men that are participating in that experience. There's a certain amount of anxiety, pressure, desperation, and intensity of feelings that you really don't get a chance to know unless you get in, unless you put on the full armor of the garment. You know, it's, you know, you'll hear a lot of people that'll say, well, you know what, I wanna get ready, I wanna get in great shape, but I don't necessarily wanna get on stage, you know, and they'll follow that logic and then turn around and say, hey, you know, bodybuilding, you know, champion, I'd like to look like you, but I don't want to get on stage. And think that they're saying something that can really, you know, exist in the same world. They can't. You know, they're two very distinctly different, very distinctly different animals. You know, it's like the man that, you know, has $100,000, but it's his only $100,000 in the whole world. It represents his nest egg, his life savings. And then you ask that man, or that man considers investing in a stock market or investing in the stock market in a stock that can do well or not. And let's say the stock fails, it plummets and he loses everything. For that man that invested his last $100,000, everything he had to put, that is a devastating blow, a very devastating twist of fate. For a man that has millions and lost a simple $100,000 in a stock, it's, you know, probably nothing. This experience, in order to understand it, you have to be in it with everything invested, everything that it takes in order to be alive in that, to understand the passion, the desperation, the excitement, the intensity. It's not the same on the sideline. And because it isn't, because of the level of investment, there's always the opportunity to misinterpret what you see. You know, the enthusiast in the audience, you know, you'll ask any number of them after a show, well, what happened? What was going on with the judging? They can't tell you. And even the ones that think they know, if they were to actually sit in the judging meeting prior to, they would still be blown away with things that they have no clue of. You just, you know, when you're that far removed from being in the trenches of the experience, there's only but so much you really can know, just because it's not you in the trenches. So yeah, that's how I answer that.